Hello friends, this is Jassy. Welcome to my channel. On today's video, I have a review on the Tarteist Pro Glow Palette and the Tarteist Pro Palette. Of course, I don't have enough followers yet, so this is not a sponsored video. I am not getting paid to do this review. The reason why I decided to do a review on these palettes is because I see so many bad reviews on these palettes, especially of girls that are very upset and mad about the fact that Tarte, I guess, decided to take some gurus to a trip, and honestly, that's none of my concern. Like, I just honestly don't care about that, and I'm not going to go into that because it's just something that I am not, like, I'm just not interested in. I don't care. I'm going to give you a review first on the Tarteist Pro palette, and then we're going to go to the Glow palette. When I saw this at Ulta, I immediately knew I wanted this palette because the packaging looks so good. I think I got rid of the, let me see, hold on. This is the box that it comes with. It's all messy now because I've been having this palette for like over a month or two. I think I also got rid of the packaging of this one. But anyways, the packaging looks so fancy on the website. But then when I received it, I noticed that it was somewhat a cheapy packaging. So I'm going to start talking about the packaging on the Pro palette. I feel like it's somewhat cheapy from the outside. It looks like kind of those Morphe palette packaging, and you know that is not the best quality, but however I do notice that it's a little bit more resistant than those palettes. But I just don't like this type of matte looks because anything you touch it, you have like sweat, anything, it'll just like make it messy. Especially I'm somewhat messy with my makeup, so I tend to get like powder or whatever, and then I touch it and it gets very messy. So I don't like that about this palette. So it's a love and hate relationship about, you know, how I feel with this packaging. But then you open it and it's so gorgeous. Like, it has a very awesome big mirror, and as you can see, it's obviously a gold packaging, and it's very resistant compared to the Morphe palettes. I shouldn't be comparing it to that, but it just reminds me of the Morphe packaging when I see it immediately. All it needs here is the red lettering, and you can totally confuse it with a Morphe palette. But once you open it and touch it and everything, it's definitely not that bad quality. That's why I have a love and hate relationship with the packaging. But honestly, these mix it up for everything, like the gold and all of that mix it up for everything else. Now let's talk about the color selection. I'm gonna take this away because it makes my face black when I put things side by side. I think it has a very nice variety of somewhat warm and cool tones. So a lot of people were saying that they were upset that they are very similar to the previous Tarte palettes. Honestly, I think they look so different, especially because I don't own the other two palettes, which is the Tartelette palette and the Tartelette in Bloom palette, something like that. I don't own them, so, but I've however seen them in person and all of that, and I know one leans more towards cool tones, the other one is more like warm tones. In this palette, you get kind of like both things, so they're not the same. A lot of people were saying that they're so over these colors, but I mean, it's either you get neutrals or you get popping colors, electric colors that are neon and stuff. So come on, don't be like, to be honest, I think you can make so many cute neutral looks and with pop-up colors and all of that. Like I said, I don't own the other palettes, so to me it's like a new thing, you know what I mean? This palette, I had to get it because it has 4 bonus shadows, which are more of a metallic, those dual chrome type of shades, and they are so gorgeous. When I first bought this palette, I couldn't stop using the shade Glam, which is like this champagne color, and I have on my lids the color ethereal, something like that, and it's like this coppery gold shadow. I just think it's so gorgeous. Even if you have the other palettes, I think like this is still a great palette to have, just because it has those bonus shadows and it does have a mixture of both. Me, I use it for my own personal use, and I've used it on other people, like my clients, and it looks so good because you can create so many looks with it, and it has colors to choose for different type of skin tones. Color selection, I think it's great. And then when it comes to the formulation, come on, any eyeshadow will create fallout. Some shadows will create more fallout than others, but they all will. I don't say that these are no fallout whatsoever, but I have other shadows that create so much fallout. honestly, every time I apply these eyeshadows on my lids, I don't make that much mess. I actually don't make mess. I put my foundation first and then I start playing around with it, and I don't have any problems. So the formulation, it's so buttery. They are pigmented in my opinion, because sometimes I don't even use no eyeshadow primer and the shades still pop. It has to do a lot with these shadow brushes that you're using, because if you're using shadows that are synthetic and they're fluffy, they're not gonna pick up a lot of color. But use something that is more dense and you're gonna get a lot of color payoff from these eyeshadows. And if not, I mean, damn, use your fingers or whatever. But personally, I think that if you don't own the other palettes, this is a great palette. Even if you own the other palettes, this is a great palette because it has extra bonus shadows. I mean, it's like when you own so many nude lipsticks, you're like, oh my god, they are all the same, but they're different. So I love this palette. It's one of my favorite palettes that I own at the moment. I think it's a great palette and it's totally worth your money. Now let's go into the Tarteist Pro Glow palette. This is something, the Pro palette, I knew, like, I loved it since I saw it on the website, and I still love it, and it met my expectations. When it comes to this palette, I only got it because it was something new. I just wanted to try it, and I don't own anything high-end like this. I have other palettes that are like more drugstore, but I don't own like the Anastasia Beverly Hills. I don't own the Kat Von D palette, highlighting and contour shade palettes. No, this is like the only highlight and contour palette I have. However, I did think it was gonna be like the Anastasia or the Kat Von D, things like that, but it's definitely totally different than all of the other palettes. The first thing that I saw when I got this palette on my hands, it was like, ugh, there's a cream and a powder, and that's like my pet peeve, to have cream and powders together in a palette, because the powders are gonna fall out, they're gonna go into the creams, and it's gonna make a mess, right? So that was a bummer for me. I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna like this palette, I'm probably gonna return it. So I left it on my vanity for like 2 weeks, and I never picked it up, not once, to try it. I finally decided to give it a try, and the first thing I tried was the matte bronzer that comes here, which is the shade Sculpt, and it's a matte bronzer. You can basically contour with it. It's so good because it's a bronzer that is somewhat neutral. It does not have a lot of red in it, but it's not completely taupe where it looks muddy, but it's not red. You know what I mean? It's just perfect on my skin tone. It worked perfect. I'm pretty sure it's gonna work really, really good in many skin tones. Just because it's a neutral color, you do not see this as a completely red. It's not completely taupey. And then we see the shade over here, which is the cream contour, which I have personally, like, I'm still not into the cream contours when it comes to my own skin, just because I'm oily skin. I can break out. A lot of cream contour makes my skin go crazy. A lot of cream contour just doesn't work well on my skin. But I tried it and I was so surprised that it just blended really good on my cheeks, as well as it didn't look muddy at all. I was so impressed. I was like, what the heck? It feels so lightweight, blends out super quick, and I don't know, I was just honestly impressed. Now let's go to the shades over here. We have the shade Lit, Stroke, Fire, and Stunner. They are all so good by themselves, but they're very subtle. That's what I noticed. Like, if you use them by itself, they're very subtle. Right now I am wearing the shade Lit by itself, and honestly I think it's very nice. It's so pretty. But if you want that crazy glow for the gods on your cheeks, you need to use them all together, girl. Like, all of them together, mix them all together. It's gonna give you this beautiful glow, like glamorous, crazy, beautiful glow. I love them all together. Each individual are so good, but as a group, oh my god, that's like the power group of all. If you can see here, there's a little indentation because, oh my god, I sticked my finger in there by accident with my nail and I scooped like a whole bunch of the product. Oh, it was so annoying. But to be honest, all it needed here was like a matte highlighting shade, like a banana powder, so it would be better than all of those palettes from the Anastasia and all of those palettes from the Kat Von D. Like, it needed to have a matte highlighting shade, like a banana type of shade, because all of these are like shimmery illuminator highlighters. They are not glittery. The only one that I see that is a little bit glittery, it's Strobe. However, it does not look glittery on the face. It looks so good. The formula, it's amazing. It blends out very good effortlessly. When it comes to the packaging, again, is this type of matte yucky material. This is more of a cardboard. It's not a plastic like the other one, but it is very resistant. I like the concept. I think this is so cute when it opens, like, I don't know, like a little house type of thing, and it has mirrors over here. But I just didn't like the fact that it's cardboard and it's very messy. I don't know if you can see, like, as much as I try to clean it up, it's just so messy. Like, it's just never gonna go away. You can see my fingerprints in there. Give these palette like about a 9 out of a 10, and then the Pro palette as well, like a 9 out of 10, because I just have a love and hate relationship with the packaging, so that's all. But I honestly think they're so pretty and so worth it, and I feel so frustrated because I've seen so many bad reviews about these palettes, and I don't think they're getting enough credit. People immediately start bringing up the issue that they had with Tarte, that they took gurus out on a trip and things like that, and I think that doesn't matter at the end of the day, because with other companies, like, they do so many crazy things and you don't know where they spend their money, you don't know what they do, so why you bash on a company that is actually telling you what they're doing, at least, man. But anyway, I think these palettes are so good and they're not getting enough credit as they should. I think a lot of people likes it, and the girls that were talking crap about it, they were kind of butthurt, in my opinion. I don't know. At the end of this video, I'm gonna leave the swatches for all of the shades on the Tarte Pro palette and the Tarteist Pro Glow palette as well. I hope that this video was not confusing. I feel like I was all over the place, but this is what I feel about these palettes, and I think they're very good. I really love them. I'm not trying to kiss ass by any means. I just really like these palette. I only own one palette from Tarte, which was called Empower Flower palette, something like that. It was a limited edition, and that's another favorite of mine because it comes with eyeshadows and it comes with blushes, so I really like it. I think that's all I have to say about these palettes. I really hope that you guys found this video somewhat helpful, and yeah, that's it. I see you guys in my next video. Like this video, give it a thumbs up, please. Don't miss out on any of my future videos, so hit that subscribe button, and yeah, let's go into the swatches, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Kisses.